All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
You can't be at least mildly interesting and shut the hell up.
USA, greatest country in the world.
So we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest.
Shampoo my crotch.
They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when
it's all bullshit. All of it.
Understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep.
Oh, you can.
She a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke.
Shit, Derek.
I said stay woke. Real mode, stay woke.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the go. You know the thing.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transfer to a new account? You just fucked over a product.
Your father was a woman.
With a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just
We choose truth over facts.
No clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do.
And look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there like a little lady in a race car.
How about I send you a whole bunch of dick cheese?
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
What are you looking at, butthead?
What is the best move to silence a woman?
You really have people fooled out here, don't you?
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Pretend to be a king. It ends today.
It's been a while since I got this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle.
First, take a big step back and literally
fuck your own face. These niggas just a puddle. I swear I'm delusional. These niggas.
What's your name, fat body?
Ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles.
Mr. Strickland.
Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Hey, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it.
He's heating up.
They're controlling the youth. Agenda abusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact.
Inconceivable.
Fuck fucking low key with the Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got that. Get the fuck up out your little
You lose.
They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double.
Hadouken!
Beard, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches stop.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang.
No, screw your freedom, because with freedom comes obligations and responsibilities.
What kind of a bitch-ass comment is that? Swole, Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1936 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo hoes, it's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode, and today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 flexing on all you bitches.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Swolena wine mixer. It's the beef mixer. It's the raw liver mixer. It is the Daily fucking Swole. Welcome to episode 1936. Another round of applause. It's Tainty Tuesday, bitches. It is Tainty Tuesday. My goodness. Good Lord. It is another episode. And if it's your first Tainty Tuesday, drop those cherries in the comments down below. It is a glorious day. My nips are fucking roasted. I am on fucking fire. Got a lot of sun today. Hope you made a great workout. Hope you had a great workout. Hope you went to the fucking gym. Drop in the comments down below. What did you smash today? Did you pump? And if you pumped, what'd you pump? What'd you pump, fam? Today is Tainty Tuesday, which means don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. And that's goddamn right, Falcon. We have a glorious, I really do think it's a special card today, Falcon. I think you did a great job. And we're going to bust that nut open in just a few moments. Now, before we do so, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, on Twitch, on Odyssey, and Rumble. Make sure you follow The Daily Swole everywhere. Instagram, and of course, blowing up over on TikTok at The Daily Swole. So make sure you check that out. You could also go to www.thedailyswole.com for all the links. And of course, check out the show notes down below for swolenormousx.com to join and sign up today. The greatest fucking fam in the fucking realm. Another round of applause. Shout out to the fam. Yesterday we had our weekly accountability meeting, which was fire. How many of you caught those accountability? That accountability meeting was lit. And next week, we're going to talk about this after we bust this nut open, but next week is going to be extra fucking juicy because it is our Back to Swole special. But I will leave a little bit to wait, because we got to put the tip in. We got to get all that going. So why don't we bust the nut? Why don't you drop in the comments what you smashed today? That being said, let's fucking go, fam. Falcon, let me summon the Falcon. Falcon! Oh, Freddy! Yes. Ah, my little peppercorn. Can you bust this nut open for us, Freddy? There you go. Put some fucking respect on it, beaches. Let's fucking go.
I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
USA, greatest country in the world.
My God, Leo at it again. What the fuck, bro? Put down the champagne, drink a little. Maybe it's, like I always say, it's sparkling, but maybe it's some bone broth. You never know. Maybe he's trying to take care of himself. You know, bone broth would have been a better choice. Would have warmed you up. Maybe you would have survived. And by the way, Leo, she's going to let go. She's going to let go. She's lying. She's going to let go. She's going to let go. Fuck. Yeah, that's true love. Let him fucking go and sink to the bottom of the ocean. Don't even give him another shot at the door. One shot, Rose, you fucking cunt. God damn it. I'm never going to get over that. At least he washed up on the beach in Inception, so he survived. Yeah, I mean, look it up. Look it up. Google it. It must be true. All right, fam, let's get into today's episode. I am very stoked for this. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll raffle that off at the end. And before we do, what does it mean to be a Tainty Magooch? You need to drop in the comments because some people that are listening and watching are thinking, what the fuck is a Tainty Magooch? What is a Tainty Magooch? All right, don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. So before we get any further in today's episode, make sure you drop it in the comments below. What is a Tainty Magooch to you? And what do you do to not be a Tainty Magooch? What do you do to avoid being a full-blown tainty? What do you do? What do you do? In the meantime, while you're dropping that, let's spit on it. It's time for the tip. Hold on. Ooh, that was a juicy one. Oh, it's moist. Just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
We're ready. We're ready. God damn it. All right, we got a brand new clip available now on the Swolenormous channel right here on the YouTubes. Stop demonizing fat. Fatness isn't the problem. Is fat evil? Yes. Is fat evil? Evil fat. Fat phobia. Watch out for the fat phobia. It's everywhere.
What's your name, fat body?
I see fat people. Do you now? It's probably because you went outside or you went to Walmart or something. Anyway, brand new clip on the Swolenormous channel. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, always click the related channels because we got like 5 of them. Make sure you check it out. There's awesome content on all of them. And we got another clip right here on the Daily Swole channel on YouTube. Why are some vegans overweight? Yeah, because they're sucking down vegetable oils and carbs all the fucking time. Yeah. Oh, it's so healthy. Enjoy that linoleic acid. Suck it down. Omega-6s for the win, right? For the win. Huh? Anyone? Bueller? No? Okay. All right. Do fat vegans exist? Fuck yeah, they do. And emaciated, low bone density, mentally insane ones as well. But the Swole fam, we do have vegans in the Swole fam. But of course, we have all the good vegans, right? We have the good vegans. You all know that. We have the good vegans. Everyone knows. Everyone knows in the Swole fam. We have the far and few. We have all the good pink and we have all the pink and blue hairs. We have the good ones. We have the purple hairs. We have the only people that are actually quality in this world that have colored hair in the Swole fam. You're already here. You're already here. So you're safe. You're safe here. You're safe in the shadow of these fucking thunderous nips. Oh. Yeah.
Boom shakalaka!
The caffeine is strong with this one today. All right, a reminder that on Monday, before we get into some Swole fam posts, next Monday, this coming Monday, so like 6 days away, fam, back to Swole special. I am not kidding. Every single Monday at 12 noon Eastern time is our accountability meeting, and I fuck thee not. On Monday, it's going to be absolutely lit. So if your nips are not blown off already by just listening to a few minutes of the Swolecast, say goodbye. So enjoy the last week having nipples because they are going to be absolutely incinerated on Monday. Back to Swole special, 12 noon Eastern time. We have these periodically about, maybe probably 3 times a year. We have major release events where we just bust inside Swolenormous X and you just get a fucking absolute mountain of unbelievable content. So get ready for Monday. Strap in, strap it on, whatever it is.
Chicks will dig you, or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Whatever you do, it's 2021 after all, so all preferences are welcome at Monday's event. Just, don't be a cunt about it, all right? Monday, August 30th, 12 noon Eastern time, back to Swole special. It's going to be fucking fire. It's going to be fucking fire. And if you haven't yet got your Swole variant, the only variant that you want to get hardcore infected by the Swole variant. papaswolio.com. Use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off your order. You got that Swole variant gear. Looks delicious. Again, use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off. I don't have that other picture open with the code on it, but you can spell Daily Swole. It's right there on the side of your screen. All one word, 10% off. And if you're a member of Swolenormous X, you get 20% off. Your special code is located at the top of your library when you log in. Do not miss out on that while supplies last of the variant. But of course, there'll be another variant afterwards, but the Swole variant is always going to be the one that stays. Look at that fucking design. If you don't have your Swole variant gear, what the fuck are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Get that shit. Get that shit going. You want to cover your nips up and you want to be a super spreader. Trust me. You want to spread the fuck out of this one. All right. This is amazing shit. I love it. Love the design. And I can't wait for all the other ones. Don't miss out on Monday. It's going to be fucking insane. It's going to be fucking insane.
You're insane, gold member.
All right. We have our first Swole fan post. Shall we just jump right into it?
What's in the box?
Let's fucking go. All right. Our first post is from Steph to the main stage. Today was my first day of a real workout since I broke my toe. Did a quick cardio warm-up, then started with Swole Mastery. I only made it through one set of reps and skipped the lunge and twist because my toe started bugging me. But it felt amazing to do something other than walking and chair yoga. Also, a Brain Gains victory this week. We're babysitting one of my son's friends. There are issues with anger. They're 8 years old, so they really just need to practice walking away when people make them mad. We've started doing brain gains together when emotions are calm. It has made a huge difference in their ability to breathe and walk away from frustrating situations. It's such a huge step and will help a lot when the kids get back to school after summer break. That's fucking great. That's fantastic. How many of you do brain gains with your kids? Fucking cheers. I love it. I love it. Get your children exposed to that. That's fantastic. Teaching them how to manage. Remember, obviously, most of you know this already. The reason why we have the 7 pillars and the reason why they're so important is because these are the 7 things that you can actually control. You can't control other people's actions. You can't control what other people say, but you can control your response to those things. And if you teach your children how to respond or how to react or how not to react, then they're going to be so sad. They're going to be so set. That's what you're supposed to do with children. So think about this. When you get offended, you're getting offended because you're allowing yourself to be offended. Words are just words. You don't have to be offended. However, we know today words are violence, which they're absolutely fucking not. Okay. If you create that kind of victimhood inside you, if you're get hurt by words, someone said something mean, then you're just floating through life like a huge pussy and you're not gonna be able to navigate anywhere because everything hurts. Everything is ouchies. So you need to fortify yourself and realize that it's up to you and how you react to these situations. People are going to say things you don't like. Get fucking used to it, especially here in the fucking Daily Swole. You know what I'm saying? I am absolutely going to say things that you don't like. I'm going to try. Most of you like it, but I'm going to try to say things you don't like. And if you don't like it, fucking good. Take it like a good bitch. Take that shit.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? All right, we got one from Christian. Asked a question. Maybe we got an answer. Hey fam, been a minute. I'm doing great. My pillars are standing mostly strong. Today I'm looking for some thoughts from any of you fam who are parents or maybe teachers. So Swole fam, parental units, start dropping in the comments down below. Some of you fam who are parents or maybe teachers or really anyone else that has anything to add. I would normally ask parenting related questions in a more parenting focused group, but I know I'll just get a bunch of crap about every food is good food, you're food shaming, blah, blah, blah. That's why you come to the Swole fam. We're going to lay that knowledge cock on you right and thick, exactly where you need it. Continues. I may be absolutely overthinking this, but my oldest starts school this year, and I'm worried about other kids' reaction to what she's going to have in her lunch because it's so different from what the general population eats. I wouldn't consider anything we eat anything weird, just good, fresh, wholesome foods. But I know that most, if not all, of her peers will have lunches filled with all the typical packaged crap that's marketed to kids these days. We already live a very different lifestyle than most in our community. We're very active, always outside. Homestead, the kids have very little screen time, no iPads, very little TV time, and live pretty simply in general. And kids can be brutal when someone is the least bit different. I would never exclude her from participating in any events that include things we don't normally eat. It's just the day-to-day that's been on my mind. We talk all the time about having strong, healthy bodies and minds, and how the food we eat makes our bodies feel and gives us the things we need to be happy and healthy. Has anyone had any issues with anything like this? If so, how have you helped your kids through it? I will not be giving in and getting the junk like everyone else. Or has it not been an issue at all, and I need to calm my tits and go do some more brain gains? Thanks, fam. Well, this is a fucking awesome post. Sounds like you need to fortify yourself against all those tainty magooches that are going to be like the Dementors. They're going to be fucking floating in. Okay. All right, fam. Let's talk about this a little bit. All those Swole fam parents out there. Now, of course, I don't have kids, but I have over 600 muscles that I have to feed every day. Anyway, I have experience with being criticized, and it really doesn't change when you get older. It's really no different from being a child or being an adult. And if you are a weak adult or a weak child, it's more acceptable. As a child, you're in development and you are more susceptible to peer pressure as a child in many cases. And if you're not fully matured as an adult, you're going to be susceptible as well. So it's really the same concerns that some of you might deal with at workplaces when people give you shit or try to pressure you to come out to happy hour or to eat junk. It's the same kind of mindset, only kids can be more brutal and you don't have the tools necessarily to defend yourself or the mental fortitude as a child because you are a child and you're still developing and still learning. So a lot of this stuff comes as an initial experience. But if you're communicating with your children and telling them why, this is one thing that I really believe that, parents should be doing. Don't just tell your kids because I say so. Like you're doing, Christian, you're educating your children and you're giving them the reasons why. So you're telling them it's not just because you said so and like, oh, my parents suck. You're actually educating them and giving them the foundation as to why you're eating this way and why these foods are optimal. Now, of course, they're not going to be your kids. Well, they'll be your kids forever, but they're not always going to be under your jurisdiction. So they're going to grow up and be able to make the choices that they want. But if you educate them and you install the proper operating system, they're going to remember that and they're going to carry that through the rest of their life. And it's going to be appreciated. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one because kids are going to be kids. And I was bullied when I was in school, and a lot of kids are. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't necessarily create a bad environment. And this is the way kids are. This is the way kids grow up. And this is the way adults are. Adults are bullying people today, trying to bully everyone to get vaccinated and to brainwash the population, not allowing people to. That's literally what's going on. You're seeing elementary school and you're seeing high school right now in adults. You're not allowing, like the government's not allowing, these major corporations are not allowing human beings to make their own decisions. Whether or not you want to get a shot or not, this is the pressure to have everyone conform and do what they say. And to that, I say, go fuck yourself. People need to make their individual choices. And if you want to do it, then you fucking do it. And that's a huge fucking problem, to force someone to do anything. And it's scary how many people are just bending over and saying, yeah, just fucking do what they say. They're not medical professionals. These are just fucking celebrities and CEOs of businesses and other people online that think they know what's best for you. And the problem is most people are unhealthy. Most people are sick and half dead already. So I'm not going to take any advice from people that are less healthy than me. I'm not going to take any advice from any of these fucks. What the hell just happened here? Look at that. What the fuck happened there? The shit happened there. My camera just completely, well, that was weird. That was interesting. I think all of you saw that too. That was fucking weird. My camera just completely took a poop. That was pretty sweet. Anyway, it was a good rant. I forget where I was, but that's exactly where my mindset is. So you can drop your thoughts down below. But you should teach your kids. That's what you do. That's the best that you can do, is teach them, prepare them, educate them. There's really nothing else you can do besides that. Yeah, how to think. That's exactly right, Matt. That's exactly right. Matthew says, teach the kids how to think, not just what to think. Yeah, don't just do that because I told you so. That's not going to end. That's not going to end well. It's not going to end properly. Okay, Holly. Hey fam, guess who's back? I take it it's Holly. I suppose it's Holly.
We choose truth over facts.
Yeah, interesting. All right, Holly, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. Making gains. Wah, wah, wah. All right, I'll stop. I'm sorry. All right, I'll calm down.
fuck yourself.
All right, she goes, anyway, I was losing my job about a year ago and financially left the fam and life happened and I got away from the community and good habits. I went into a huge depression after I started my new job because I hate it and loved the job that no longer exists, so I struggled to stay motivated, stopped going to the gym, all of it. I was also coming out of a bodybuilding cycle and my hunger hormones were out of control and I caved and overate a lot. I moved and let life keep getting in the way until I messed up my back and could barely move in January. Added on more weight. During the recovery and treatment, I'm literally the heaviest I've ever been in my life, close to 270 pounds at 5'11". But, you know, I wear it well and still look fine, according to friends. Rolling eye emoji. I definitely need to be back with the Swole fam and surround myself with common sense people and good influencing, especially since the current state of the world stresses me out to my max. And if I continue stuffing my feelings down with food, I'm going to be up there with ALR and Foodie Beauty. I still have struggles like finding another job. Besides hating it, they're getting ready to give us the jabby jab ultimatums. Getting a business off the ground so I no longer depend on corporate slavery, but I'm done being a fat, lazy, tainty McBeesh. Glad to be back. A gorilla emojis. Oh, Holly, what a fucking slam dunk. Welcome back. Welcome back. Bodybuilding is so unhealthy. It's so unhealthy. It just jacks up your hormones and leads to these massive swings. Same thing like hardcore dieting and calorie restriction. You need to eat plentifully of quality foods, but you're back on the gain train. You're back on the Swole fam train. Welcome back, Holly. Definitely feeling that, jabby jab ultimatums. We were just talking about that. I kicked Arnold into the pit of despair at the beginning of today's episode. And then, you know, I feel like this is going to come up in the balls deep section. We got some articles and some content, but I don't think people understand what freedom is. People just don't understand what freedom means. It doesn't mean you don't take personal responsibility. It doesn't mean you don't care for your community, but the most horrific atrocities in history have been perpetuated based on the greater good. So you start using that terminology and you go down a dark, dark fucking path. And you know what they say, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. Oh yeah. And it's rhyming real fucking hard. And again, most people don't see the writing on the wall as the pot is fucking boiling. It's all around you. If you're not fucking freaked out of your goddamn mind and preparing for this shit, you're missing the boat. You're missing all the signals. This is how this shit starts. And freedom is not free. You have to fight for it. And this is the only fucking country that has freedom. What's left of it? This is the only, do not underestimate that. Canada is fucked. Australia, New Zealand, they're fucked. Europe is fucked. Russia is fucked. China is fucked. Africa is a fucking mess. South America is just a pit of despair. The economy's in the fucking gutter. Every other place in this fucking world pales in comparison as to what we have here in the United States. And you have your fellow citizens that are completely handing it off on a silver platter and then trying to ostracize you as if your individual choices and you making a choice for your own health and your own wellness for yourself and for others, as if your own fucking choices are affecting other people. They're not. They're not. And everyone's trying to gaslight and use straw man arguments in these comments. I posted on Instagram. I posted on TikTok that Arnold meme. And I posted on Instagram the Arnold meme. And people just don't understand what's actually happening. They don't understand the stats. They don't understand the reality of the situation. They're not using their brains. They're not using their actual fucking brains. They're just parroting mainstream talking points. And it's scary. It's scary how eager people are to give away their freedom. And they don't realize how dark it can get. It can't happen here. It fucking can. It is. This is how it starts. Doesn't mean it's going to go all the fucking way. Fortunately, we have about half the country that's actually using their fucking gray matter. So it won't happen if we fucking rise up and wake the fuck up and just say no. Just say no. Just fucking say no. Think for yourself. You know what's crazy? And then we'll go on to a couple more, posts. We always talk about the vaccines and manipulation and mandates. Anyone who doesn't have, and putting this out there, you talk to your doctor and you make those fucking choices, right? Anyone who doesn't have the vaccine, most people are like, fucking get it if you want to. Think about that. Like, get it if you want to. If you think that's right for you and you want to make that choice, then fucking do it. Like, I'm not anti you doing whatever you want to do, but people that are getting it want to control you and want to tell you that you have to get it too. It's because they're selling their integrity. They're they're scared. They regret their decisions, or it's the same way. It's the same reason why when people are fat around you and then you're taking care of your health, just like the post about the kids eating junk food and they're going to bully each other. It's the same thing. They want to be fat and lazy and unhealthy and eat garbage food, and they don't want to feel worse about themselves. So they see you taking care of your health and, oh my God, what are you going to be, a fitness model and you're going to lose weight? Oh, come on, just one bite. Come on. They'll give you shit. They'll kind of harass you for bringing your food and taking care of yourself because they don't want to change. So if you want to get a shot, any shot, if you want to get a flu shot, then get a flu shot. You want to get a COVID vaccine, then get it. I don't care. We'll talk about it again. I don't fucking care. How complicated is that? I don't care. But I'm putting you at risk. You fucking got it, bro. How? Lies and deception. And then the mainstream manipulation is that this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. It's fucking creepy. It's fucking creepy as shit.
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
They don't know their history. All right. Round up the unvaccinated, right? Round them up. All aboard. Train leaves in 5 minutes. Yeah. Next post. Let's keep it going. Nice and cheery.
What's in the box?
Make your own decisions. Talk to your doctor. Do what's right for you and your family. Use your fucking brain. It's highly recommended. That's why you have it, and it has evolved over millions of years. Probably because you should use it. Joanne writes, haven't let the Swole fam down. Week 2 and the weekend number 2. No smoking and no drinking. Joanne. Fuck yeah, Joanne. Going strong. But it's not without its trials. With no band-aids for my emotions, the road has been rocky. My brain tried to come up with any excuse it could, but I didn't act on it. I just sat through it, struggled, and when it was time, I went and worked out. I'm glad now I'm through it. Almost daily, there has been a meltdown of sorts, but with each one I get through, I am rebuilding my coping skills in a much healthier manner. That's fucking awesome, Joanne. Fantastic. Now, remember that you need to practice your meditation. You need to replace these bad habits with better habits, and understand that this is what builds anti-fragility. This is how you're going to get stronger. Every time you overcome that, every time you work around it and work through it, you get stronger, you get more resilient. So keep on going, Joanne. We are all for it. We're here for it, Bish. All right, Josh. Oh my God. 4 a.m. My goodness. Josh writes, what does your 4 a.m. look like, fam? Looks like this. Looks like the CPs. Here are a few pictures of my morning since it has been a while since I posted last. Finished my 3rd round of Swole season a week and a half ago. Now I'm on the 2nd preheat week for Scorched Earth, which will make my 2nd run through the program. I'm also doing Pavel's Simple and Sinister Kettlebell program for the 16 weeks of Scorched Earth. Hold on. Nice. That was nice. Which is mainly 100 kettlebell swings and Turkish get-ups almost every day. To see the progress for myself mentally and physically is truly astonishing. For quick backdrop on myself for the almost daily new members, I was arrested when I was 30 and did 3 years in a PA state prison. At that point, I was an 18-year drug addict and alcoholic that weighed in at 260 pounds. Soft as baby shit. Now I work an extremely physically demanding job, commercial roofer, and weigh in around 170 pounds at 35 years old. There's a whole lot of hard and grueling work that has went into the man I have become and the man that I am still in the process of becoming. I know it has been my own determination and exasperation from being such a lazy piece of shit for all them years that has gotten me to this point. But I still owe a lot to Papa and every one of you in the Swole fam. I love all of you here and wish all of you a sick fucking pump for today. Now quit scrolling and get the fuck after it already, fam. I am pumped. I'm fucking pumped. Look at that, Josh. You summoned the Falcon. Good Lord. Good Lord, that's intense. The Falcon only gets woken up by the sickest of posts. Very nice. If you think it's too late or you think you have a rough go at it, come back to these posts, come back to these episodes. That's fucking fantastic. That's fantastic, Josh. That's fucking legit. Too legit. I fucking like it, bro. That's exactly the way I fucking like it. I fucking like it.
And that's the way, I like it.
Casey on the Sunshine Band.
Let's see this fucking post. Look at those gains. Look at that. First, can I say, look at that fucking, talk about a sinister stare. My fucking God, you look like you're about to eat someone's fucking soul.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
Nice. Got loving the chrome dome. You got that nice beard. Look at that wild beard. Looks like what I see in the fucking mirror. Look at that back tat. Look at that art. Look at those gains. Let's get the motherfucking round of applause. Nicely done. Nicely done, you fucking swole slut. You goddamn beast. And, oof. That looks like the kind of shit you see on Jocko's page. Just a fucking pile of goddamn sweat. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Look at that pile. Some kettlebell action. Is that a fucking furnace? You look like you're in a dungeon. It's exactly the way I like it. I like that shit. Awesome, bro. Awesome. All right. What we got here? Oh, look at this. This is fucking great. So actually this post or this picture we showed on the podcast yesterday. And this is actually a picture of a picture of a picture. This is Papa Swole Inception right here. So thank you, Matthew, for sharing this. I love it when you share pictures of where you watch, and keep on sharing these in the Telegram chat and the Facebook group. Keep on sharing where you, like, I love pictures of where, seeing Papa Swole, seeing the Daily Swole in the wild. So Matthew writes, Papa asked for a tag. So this is how I stream the Swolecast. What's better than a double dose of Papa picture in picture? So if you're just listening, this is a picture of a TV with the episode of me sharing. I think it was whose post was this? Starts with an R. Whose post was this? This is from like the other day. It was like from yesterday, the day before. I don't even remember. This was yesterday's episode. I forget. It wasn't Rachel. My memory failed me, but this is yesterday's fucking episode. So it's a picture of a picture of a picture of a picture. Papa Swole Inception. Was it Robin? I forget, but it was an awesome post. Rihanna, that's what it is. Rihanna. All right, Rihanna, there it is. So Matt is watching the episode, and on the episode, on the TV, and on the episode, I'm showing a picture of Rihanna in her bathtub soaking with her Taint Length Matters mug, watching me in there. This is just, and I'm on this is just way too intense. This is way too fucking intense. This is just, now you're going to watch this episode. I feel like this is something that we're going to have like a train, right? So now you can take a picture of you watching on your TV of this episode, watching me on, do the TV with Matt, watching and showing the TV with Rihanna. Oh, it's going to look like one of those endless mirror things. I can see you guys doing this already. Just taking this picture and doing the next one. The next one's going to be a fucking Daily Swole meme. All right, we are cruising right along. We got another awesome post from Phoenix.
What's in the box?
Laura, I've already screen capped it. Oh my God, here we go. Here we fucking go. I fucking knew it. That's fucking bullshit. Nah, it's gonna be fun. All right, Phoenix. Hey fam, it's been about a week since I posted and joined fully. I've been working on consistency and with the beginner yoga flow, because all my muscle groups are so tight and bound up from sitting on my ass for the last many years. I can make it about halfway through the video, a little more each time. Working also on gym consistency. We're doing DoorDash as a family, so long hours in the car. My son and I have been doing yoga and walking in a park near where we work. Walking is still hard for me. I can't go far, not enough stamina yet. I have some strong muscles, but my back is weak. Nutrition is getting more dialed in, eliminating dairy because I know that gives me a problem, and yeasted breads. I try to eat foods with whole ingredients and not bagged or boxed. The 27th will be 2 years, no soda. Very nice. No soda, cut out those vegetable oils, keep the processed carbs out. You can find other options. You just keep on narrowing it down, keep on eliminating, getting those organ meats, grass-fed beef, if you can access it, all those different little hacks, and just, keeping those carbohydrates lower and upping the fats and making sure you're getting quality animal fats and such like that. So definitely beneficial, especially for females, especially for those of you with proper hormone balance, and you want to make sure you're bringing that back online. Definitely don't want to be eating just lean nonsense. Need those healthy fats, fam. Need those healthy, juicy fats. And last post from the fam, Shannon, 16 pounds gone so far, 6 more pounds before I reach my first milestone. I don't understand why I complained so much before. This is great. Certainly is. Making those gains. Good for you. Good for you, Shannon. Can I call you Shannon? I shall call you Shannon. From now on, you shall be called Shannon. All right, fam, remember, don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Don't miss out on dropping that sexy. Look at that fucking card. Falcon, you really outdid yourself. You really did. Look at that. That's a nice pink. You got some nice purple there, some nice flare. You're looking good. And Tessie, you're looking a little dark, a little creepy. A little creepy.
Thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's eyes. What gave it away? Kind of looks like a doll's eyes. I don't know. Coincidence, I guess. All right. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a boosh. Or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Ain't that right, fam? All right. I think we are ready for some questions. If you do have them, you could drop them in the comments. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. APS. APSL. And we got some awesome, well, not really awesome. We got some fucking bullshit articles, which we could jump into. Of course, we got balls deep as well. But you can start dropping some questions in the comments and we can get into our first story in the meantime. And of course, if you've never watched the show before or listened, we just go deeper and deeper. Now we're really thick into the knowledge cock. So we push that mushroom cap in and all of a sudden we're kind of like half shaft. But there's so much more to go. Like there's so much more. Plus it's really fucking thick. So it's just it just feels deeper than it is. And it just, trust me, it's going to be overwhelming by the time we get to the end. So just be mindful. If it's your first time, it'll only hurt a bit. But it hurts kind of the same time. It hurts the same. It always feels like your first time on the Daily Swole. So just don't get overconfident. Like, oh, it'll be better next time. It'll probably hurt more. Let's see. Ooh, Tyler, will you be getting another Papa Swole? Will you be getting another pet at any time? I will tell you. You will know when it's happening. I don't want to give anything away. But very coincidental that you asked that today, of all things. So, shush. Shh. Don't worry. If there's another addition to the Swole fam, you will know it. All right, so questions, you can drop in the comments below. Let's take a fucking...
What's in the box?
Let's take a fucking question, eh? Let's take a fucking question, shall we? Shall we? What we got here? All
Dodson! Right. Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
All right, Bo Jiden, let's see what we got here. Joe tries to school parents. Biden says children should wear masks outside. Outside. Despite kids being virtually immune to COVID symptoms and almost zero outdoor transmission. I'm sorry. What the fuck is going on here?
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
What the fuck are we doing here? Really? What the fuck are we doing here? There's absolutely no need to wear a mask outside. None. There is no need for a child to, especially outside. What the fuck are we actually doing here? Can you all wake the fuck up? Seriously, can you wake the fuck up? Wake the fuck up. I know all of you watching this, if you're watching this or listening to this podcast, okay, you're aware of what's going on. But my fucking God, this is child abuse. This is so unnecessary. This is the most overreactive. There's been the most ridiculous overreaction in the past 2 years. Absolute excessive hysteria. It's unbelievable what people are going along with. It's absolutely unfucking believable. It's unfucking believable. This is this most insane fucking nonsense that has gone just completely downhill the last 2 years. Absolutely insane. So obviously, the financial manipulation in order to, quote, get I believe the FDA, approved, I think it's only for adults approved, was it the Pfizer vaccine, but I don't think it's approved for teenagers at this point yet. But obviously that's all circle jerking and money. There's nothing that has changed in the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. There's nothing that's changed that would justify it being approved. The only reason it's being approved, and this is, of course, you could say it's my opinion, fine. The only reason it's approved is so you can add pressure to force this upon people and force it down people's throats. And there's also been proposed legislation that requires vaccinations for domestic air travel. So if you are not at all concerned about getting deliveries and interstate truckers that are not going to be able to literally deliver your products because a lot of them do not want to get the vaccine, like this is going to further inhibit and damage the economy. I mean, it's another method to get rid of, to push automated trucking. If you're not going to have, a truck doesn't have to get vaccinated, but there's just this unnecessary pressure to force people to do things that maybe they don't want to do. If you want to protect yourself in that sense and you think it's necessary for yourself and whatever to get a shot, then fucking do it. It doesn't require anyone else to give you approval. It doesn't require anyone else to do so. You're protected. That's what you want to do. That's fine. Then there's no problem. There is no problem. There really is not. And if you think everything is going swimmingly and it's working fine, and if you think this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, you're not paying attention. You're not using your brain. You're fucking just not using your brain. And again, the fear mongering and the idea that you should be dictating what other people do that's what authoritarianism is. And that's just pure evil. That's not freedom. There's always personal responsibility to your community, but this whole angle, like with Arnold, like, oh, you wouldn't stop at a stop sign? Get the fuck out of here. That's a straw man argument. That's nothing close to taking an experimental drug in your body. It doesn't matter if it works. And the thing is, it also doesn't matter if it works or not. Here's the thing. It does not matter if it works or not. It still should be your choice. Even if it's 100% effective, it's the best thing in the fucking world. It's still your choice. And anyone that says that it shouldn't be and that you have to, that's a fucking sickness. These are people that don't understand history. These are people that don't understand what they're saying. They don't understand what most people are literally all about instant gratification. They think short term. They don't understand what giving up their freedom means. Remember after 9/11, people were scared and the whole country came together and they gave up their freedoms with the Patriot Act. Now you can get your fucking asshole checked by every 3-letter agency and they don't have to tell you anything why. They can just gather all your data and snoop on everything if they wanted to. And they do. But people happily give up their freedoms out of fear, right? Most sales or all sales are based on emotion. So why do you think during these emotional times when things are all scary, they can just grab more fucking control? And I'm not saying that everyone in office and government is like, yes, like, Dr. Evil. But think of how mentally psychotic you have to be to want power like that. Who wants that job? Just think about it. Who wants a job? Who wants to be a fucking politician? Who wants to be a lying, conniving, just sneaky motherfucker to deal with all these fucking snake oil salesmen? Think of what kind of person wants that position. What kind of person wants to be there just fucking, shaking someone's hand and jerking someone off under the table? Who the fuck wants to be in that position? These are people that are just power hungry. Not to mention Biden and all these other politicians. Biden's literally on video lying through his fucking teeth for the last 40 fucking years. It's not even hidden. It's just in plain sight. It's right fucking there. It's right fucking there. He literally has been lying his entire career, blatantly lying. Right? Go online, watch his speeches and his like fucking rants about how he has 3 degrees and graduates as top of his fucking class when this guy has fucking 1 degree and graduate at the bottom of his fucking class. And he's like, oh, I misremembered. My memory failed me. His memory was failing him 40 years ago. How do you remember if you have 1 degree or 3 degrees? How do you fucking remember? How do you forget how many degrees you fucking have? He certainly said it pretty confidently. Yeah. Just career fucking liars, career snakes. So if you believe any of this shit, same thing with Fauci. These are all people that are just politicians. He's not a fucking virologist. He's a politician. He's a poli-fucking-tician. He's not on the ground level. He isn't one of these doctors on the fucking ground level handling this situation in person, knowing what works and what doesn't. Always follow the money. You have to use your fucking brain. You have to use your brain. You have to use your brain. If you don't use your brain, you deserve what you fucking get. And that's what's happening in a lot of these fucking cities that are gladly sucking this fucking, I don't know, this authoritarian dick, giving up their, vaccine passports in these other countries. And the reason why Canada and Australia and all these other countries are fucked is because they're not allowed to have firearms. They don't have free speech. They don't have the same laws and the same freedoms that thousands and thousands of people have died to protect. And if you think that's just a cliche and like, oh, but your freedoms, but you need to protect the greater good. You don't understand what freedom is. You don't understand what government does. You don't understand what the fiat system in terms of the economy has always done. It's all designed to fuck you over. This is what these things do. And again, it's not necessarily that each person, like you're a fucking evil, everyone's an evil person. It's not like one politician's like, yeah, pulling the strings like the Wizard of Oz. This is just where these systems go. This is where this is where they head, because you have politicians and the government is just like a mob mentality. It has its own collective consciousness, and it just morphs and goes a certain direction. It's a mob mentality. Mob psychology is different than individual psychology and small group psychology. Like, you have to fucking understand where this stuff goes. It's not that individual people are like sociopaths, but they're going to conform, and they're just going to bow, take a knee figuratively and literally, and just continue to go in that direction because they want to protect themselves and their family. It's self-preservation. And when you're in power, guess what self-preservation means? It means keeping everyone else down at all cost. It's all it is.
He's on fire!
It's all it fucking is. And this is where it goes. So every time you hear someone talk about the greater good, it always sounds nice. It sounds compassionate. And the greatest atrocities in human history have always come from compassion, have always come from protecting the greater good and serving the greater good. That's literally what history tells us over and over and over and over and over again. And here's the thing, you don't have to like it. But the reason why most people don't look at it and address it because it's scary as fuck. Yeah, you might have to stand up. You might have to be an individual. You might have to fend for yourself. You might have to defend your family physically. You might have to be prepared. Oh, but you're a prepper. You mean someone who prepares? Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. Oh, you mean someone who thinks for themselves and says and thinks things through and comes to a conclusion that you don't like? That makes it scary times for you? The same way that looking at yourself in the mirror isn't always pretty, and it can be rough to look at yourself and realize and call yourself out on your own bullshit. This is why the cognitive dissonance, this is why it goes so fucking hard and so deep. Because looking at the actual truth can be lifting that curtain can be really fucking frightening. It could be really fucking frightening. It could be very, very uncomfortable. And it could be dangerous. And if you don't think that it's coming for you, you have another thing coming. You literally have that thing coming. It's coming for you. It's coming for all of us. Okay? How far it gets is up to you. And I don't know if you notice all the little creepy. Remember when I was saying the other day? About Afghanistan. Now, I know it's a hot fucking mess, and I'm no expert on the issue. All I know is a hot fucking mess. I think we all agree it's a hot fucking mess. So your thoughts, you could drop it in the comments below. But I was saying, why now, right? Why now? Why do you think? Why now? Why do you pull the Band-Aid off right now? It didn't take a lot of troops. It didn't have to happen right now. Why? Why this fucking moment? Okay? It's a mess. But why now? Why now? Why this very moment? Why was it just fucking flipped over like you just fucking knocked it on the ground? Boom, just dumped everything out. Why? Done so poorly? I know Biden's barely alive, but why was it done so poorly? And why is it just completely taken over the media? There's a couple other things going on, okay? It overshadows this whole Pfizer FDA, quote, approval bullshit. Not only that, I don't know if you saw the Russian ammo ban. So they banned Russian ammo imports, and I think 30 to 40% of all ammunition is manufactured in Russia. So all the details on that, again, I haven't gone through all the details, but if you know, they're not banning guns. They just keep on trying to chip away at like, oh, you can't have this holster. You can't have this attachment. You can't have this. This type of gun is not good. That type of gun, not good. Oh, and the ammo, like they're making it as much as they fucking can, trying to inhibit people from defending themselves. If they can't go after the fucking gun, they can't go after the trigger, they can't go after the stock, they can't go after the upper, the lower, they can't go after anything there. They're going to go after what you load it with. And they're going to go after fucking that. They're going to go every fucking direction. They're going to chip away. And if you allow these concessions, it's just going to get worse. You're never getting that back. You're never fucking getting that shit back. Every freedom you give up, it's gone. Bye-bye. You're not getting it back. All the fucking laws, yeah, every law, get the fuck out of here, is getting repealed. Way too many fucking laws. There should be like 7. You don't need 5,000 fucking laws, so goddamn confusing and confounding. No. Too many fucking laws. Right? Every time. Why do you think this country existed or exists? Taxation, fundamentally, taxation without representation. And we got taxes. Taxation's theft. Fundamentally, it's theft. The government produces more currency. Every time they inflate, every time they print more, it's just legal counterfeiting. They're taking away value from you. They're making it harder for you to make a living. They're making it more strenuous for you to make a living. They're making your food more expensive. They're taking away opportunities for your children. That's what happens every fucking day. And it's not stopping. It's not stopping anytime soon. So if you don't want to wake the fuck up, fine. Then let the adults handle this shit. And stop trying to join the tribe and just parrot the same old fucking nonsense that is a fundamental, provable, absolute fucking lie. And I'll leave it right there for now. Let's answer some questions. That was a fucking rant and a half. How the fuck are we still on the interwebs? How the fuck are we still here? No one knows. No one knows. Let me play in my sandbox. I appreciate it. I appreciate it muchly. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Jesus
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Oh, you fucking gray-haired fuck. What a fucking mook. All right, questions, drop in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get some more applause for common sense and logic. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. I was ranting last night. Mama Swole was getting her fucking ears filled. Oh, we're laying it down. Yeah, stock up on your ammo because it's going to go very high. It's already going high. Yep. Just another way. There's ways around it, but you know, they're gonna keep on chipping away. Papa Swole, what are your thoughts on air fryers? I stopped using oils to fry with, but I use an air fryer to cook my sweet potato with butter and salt. I know nothing about them. I don't know how they work. I don't really have an opinion on them. I use an oven. I just put the potatoes in the oven for like 45 minutes or an hour. So, I mean, that works just great. So I don't really know the mechanism and the method of how it's prepared. Like you don't have to put anything in. It's just heat. Is like a convection. Is it just like a new wave or something? Like, is it really an air fry or is it just like cook it with heat? Like, how does it work? I don't even know. Papa Swole, you know what they say when you can't produce any values, you enter politics, right? What was it the 7 or 8 words, the scariest? Was that a Reagan quote? I'm here from the government. I'm from the government. We're here to help. I'm from the government. I'm here to help. Yeah. Yeah. Indeed. It's so crazy. It's so crazy how all the liberals are now big pharma, big food, big government toting. It's just, okay. Yeah. Cool. They have your best interest in mind. And this is what happens with every communist takeover. The people that the elites will leverage the people in the rioting, just like the Democrats did with BLM over last summer with the $2 billion in damage and the deaths and the murder and the destruction of federal property. Once Biden and that administration got into power, guess what happened? They completely just fucking ejected. Remember, like we were talking about that, how BLM was posting on their page like 46 days and we haven't heard anything from this administration. Yeah, they used you and they fucking dropped you. They don't care about you. Give me a fucking break. Remember Biden's speeches, like, decades ago? You can watch them all online. He's like, how hard is it for a black man to wear a condom? He's fucking racist. It's just it's all over the place. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't care about the working class. Get the fuck out of here. Sheep, man. People don't want to actually do their own research and think for themselves. It's insane. Matthew, Papa Swolio. Papa, technically the government creates anything, or you government create anything. They can only regulate. Homes need jobs. Homes need jobs to buy goods and services, and jobs create. What do you mean? You're talking about free market, right? Technically, well, the government doesn't do anything properly. Like, if you want something to be completely gummed up and just useless, allow the government to handle it. Like, private enterprise needs to handle all this stuff. Why do you think that SpaceX and Amazon and Virgin Galactic, they're the ones going to space all the fucking time with the technology? Because the private sector is going to do, but capitalism is evil. Capitalism is bad. Oh no. The problem is they're stuffing they're fucking over small businesses. So these mega corporations are the only ones left standing, like Amazon. Kill all the small businesses, right? Amazon's allowed to work, but you can't open your fucking small diner on the corner. Give me a break. It's fucking ridiculous. If people want to go outside, let them go outside. If someone wants to go and enter a business, let them enter a business. There's no reason. It's fucking criminal to shut down small businesses. If a business is open and someone wants to do business in that, if someone wants to go in there and purchase a product in a business, they should be allowed to. The fact that they're restricted small businesses is the reason, is just to send more money to these mega corporations and lobbyists. And it's all a circle jerk behind the scenes, but it's so obvious. That's the outcome. Think about it. They're telling you can't make a living. They're telling businesses and small and restaurants and all, like, the thousands of restaurants that will never open again in California and New York. They told all of them that you can't make money. You're not allowed to have a business. We're not going to let you do business. Yeah, but that only works on a small scale, Matthew. That's why you need money. That's why Bitcoin's the answer. That's why you need other types of exchange. Matthew says, I have an apple, you have oranges. You say your oranges are worth an apple. We trade free markets. Yeah, but you need some other type of medium of exchange. It doesn't work at a large scale. That's the problem. That's why you need a monetary system that's built on. It's a very complicated topic, but that only works maybe locally for trade, because you can see how that won't scale, which was why it doesn't work like that. It might work on Craigslist or on OfferUp, but not on a society level. All right, so let's get into some more questions. All right, we got another one here. Let's see, John Papaswolio. Some deep questions coming. Ooh, we like it deep. We're almost balls deep, so we do like it deep. We like it deep. Oh, that was nice. That was nice.
Then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
Very nice. Let's see. John Papaswolio. Some deep questions coming. I'm often getting from people out of the Swole fam. We are egomaniacs because we care for our bodies. I don't feel like I brag to these people, and I feel like we all deserve our pride here for the sweat we spill. Any advice on where or how we draw the line between justified pride and coming off wrong? Why? I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. How about that? How about that? Who cares? Why do you care what anyone else thinks? You're getting from people? Then fuck them. Who cares? Seriously, that's the answer. Why? Who cares? Justified pride in coming off wrong? What, being confident and taking care of your health? Being selfish, meaning taking care of yourself? Yeah, fuck them. That's your answer. Who cares? Seriously, who fucking cares? And that's not being rude, but who gives a fuck? I don't care what someone thinks. I don't give a shit. Oh my God, you're eating beef, you're taking care, all you do is work out and you get sun. And yes, I do. What of it? That's why I don't go into the comments. Sometimes I go into troll and I answer and I slap some people with knowledge cock, but I don't care what they think about me. Most people shouldn't be online. And like, here's the thing. If you're confident, if you're doing things for the right reason for you, if you're doing things for yourself for the right reasons, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It literally does not. If you're not confident in what you're doing, if you don't have conviction in what you're doing, you're going to care about what other people think. Oh, I hope they accept this. What are they going to think about what I'm doing? Get fucked. It doesn't matter what they think. Fuck all of them. It doesn't matter. If you have conviction and you're doing things for the right reasons, which are your reasons, no one has to like it. No one has to like it. I say a lot of things. A lot of you are in the Swole family. Many of you, I would say most of you or many of you, you're not, I might say something like, oh, I don't agree with that. Who cares? That's fine. You're fine to disagree with something that I say. It'd be very weird if it was like everything I said, you just agree with everything. I say a lot of fucking shit. I probably don't even agree with everything I fucking say because I say a lot of stuff and it's all live and I'm just vomiting it out there. Take it or leave it. I just don't care if someone's feeling gets hurt. I know my intent and I know my integrity. I know why I'm saying what I say. And I give myself a lot of slack to say shit incorrectly I just don't care. And it doesn't mean you can't. Look, a lot of you probably do agree with a lot of stuff or everything that I say. That's fine too. It's just not a requirement to be a part of the Swole fan. It's not a requirement to be here and to be like, oh, well, I'm saying what I think. I'm not afraid to say what I think. You don't have to like it. By all means, don't like what I say. By all means, you don't have to. Cool. Now what? I don't like what you say. I'm offended. Okay. Sounds like a personal problem. Sounds like it's your fucking problem because you're the one that's offended. I'm not. I feel great. I feel fucking awesome. Beautiful day over here. Nice and sunny, beautiful. My nips are all fucking rock hard. I feel great. I feel great. All right. We need some shit posts, but any other questions? Yeah, we can keep it going. Good question, man. It's totally valid, John. I just literally give zero fucks about anyone else. Spring cleaning it is. Feff. It's Tuesday, but you better feff that shit up, John. Seriously, anyone that gives you shit for that kind of stuff, if anyone gives you shit for taking care of yourself, literally tell them to fuck off. Or just don't tell them to fuck off and just drop them like a bad fucking habit. If you're living for you and you're doing shit with conviction that you believe in your way, trust me, you will come in contact with other people in your life that feel the same way. You'll connect with other people. All right. It'll happen. It'll happen. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right. I think we got enough questions. We still haven't gotten to some of these, Instagram questions. I just don't really care. Any other questions live, you can drop them. Let's get into some shit posts, shall we? Here we go. Let's fucking get into it.
What's in the box?
Hold on. You ready? Hold on. Stick it in. Oh my God.
That's deep.
Wow. It is toasty in there. Very, very nice. Very nice. We got one more question at the end. Trace, I heard you mention that EMFs are bad for you in the podcast, but why is that? Cellular degradation. There's a lot of issues with cellular damage. That's an easy Google. You can look that up and it's absolutely true. There's different things with like dirty electricity and Wi-Fi. So I always turn off Wi-Fi at night. The phones are on airplane mode. We keep them in the other room. We do have to work on getting some grounding done in the bedroom. And there's different things like nets and baseboards that you can get that will block EMFs while you sleep. Because if you have electricity, it does give off EMFs and you have to have proper grounding. And a lot of houses don't do it properly. And you have to measure it with an EMF meter and such. But it's definitely good to look into it. And there are like mesh nets, like kind of like a fly net that go over your bed or go on the bottom of your bed that can block EMFs that you can get as well. They're a little bit pricey, but it's the next phase of what, Mama Swole and I are going to be doing in our bedroom. So it's tough sometimes if you live in an apartment or you live around a lot of Wi-Fi because you can only block so much. So if there's buildings around you or you have neighbors and you do a Wi-Fi search and you pull up 8 different things, it's not going to be perfect. Even if you're living in the middle of the fucking woods, there's usually stuff coming from the earth and there's different things like that just because of everything that we've done and all the infrastructure that we have in this world. Yeah, like a Faraday cage. Exactly. But the whole point is to be aware of these things and to mitigate them. And a lot of people are going to think, oh, that's obsessive. And it's not obsessive. It's factual. Like, we're submerged with noise pollution, with air pollution, with visual pollution. We can't even see the fucking stars because there's too many lights. So we're very separated from nature, and the more that we can do and the more we can be aware and make those small changes, just like little adjustments and little progressions towards that, are just better for our overall wellness. So it's a good thing to look into. And even though during the day I'm right here and it's fucking just radiating through my ball sack, they do have underwear and different things. Like, you can really go hard on that stuff, and it's not lunacy. It's just taking it seriously. And of course, there's different levels to that, but especially when you sleep, you want to make sure you're getting as restorative sleep as possible. So if anything, you can turn off Wi-Fi when not using it. Never put your fucking phone in your pocket unless it's on airplane mode. You don't want that radiating through your fucking genitals or your ovaries or your breasts. You don't want to keep your phone on. You just put in airplane mode, put in your pocket, turn off your Wi-Fi when you're not using it. There's different strategies, and there's low EMF outputs. That's another reason why when we talk about saunas, a lot of those infrared saunas give off a lot of EMFs. So you need to do your research. They have low EMF ones, or you can do research in certain ones that will tout like a certain low level output. You know, there's a lot of issues with that. So something to look into. Aaron, Papa should create a swole condom for some people and their stupid statements and questions so we can make sure they don't reproduce. I'm all for it. I'm telling you, a lot of these parents out there should have swallowed. I'll tell you that much. Should have ended up as a brown stain on the carpet. You know what I'm saying? Too soon? It's never too soon. It's never too soon to offend someone. It's always a good time. All right, let's get into a shit post, shall we? Let's fucking go, fam.
What's in the box?
All right, the first one is for, this one's gonna hurt. You ready for this? Take a deep breath in. Jennifer Rowland. Oh. Logic is rolling over in its grave. Jennifer writes, why is people saying, oh my God, you can't even get into you can't even put two fucking words without grammatically fucking this up. God damn it.
Go fuck yourself.
Why is people saying? Why is people? Why is people?
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh, the stupid is so strong with this one. Jesus Christ.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
Look, the shit posts are bad enough, but if you can't even speak fucking English, just why? At least pretend like you're intelligent. Why is people saying? Fucking Forrest Gump it up.
My name's Forrest Gump.
All right, I'm going to read it word for word. I'm not even going to do you the service of auto-correcting it for you. Why is people saying, I guess that is correct. Why is people saying, I guess it is correct. Actually, if I read the whole sentence. All right, I don't take the insult back, but I rephrase. So why is people saying, quote, I'm taking better care of my health, most often a euphemism for trying to lose weight? Okay. All right. It's a little bit better. All right. I guess it does work. It does work, but you can still go fuck yourself. So that doesn't change. All right. Why is people saying I'm taking better care of my health, in quotes, most often a euphemism for trying to lose weight? Well, let me just answer. There's two paragraphs here. I'm taking better care of my health, a euphemism for trying to lose weight? It's not, but because most people understand that changing lifestyle habits will cause them to naturally get rid of all the extra fat that has accumulated on their body because of their bad lifestyle habits. It's an outcome. It's not a euphemism. It's just an outcome for not being a fat fuck. Hey, I'm going to eat better food, exercise, meditate, sleep better. Yeah, you're going to lose weight. It's an outcome. A euphemism. Oh, losing weight offends you, Jennifer? And then she continues, why can't it be like, why do you have to put the word like there? You have to talk like a fucking airhead. Like, why can't it be I'm working on wearing sunscreen daily, flossing more, going to therapy, and working on self-care for stress? What? No, you can't.
Matt Damon.
Nope. She definitely turned right back into an idiot. Wearing sunscreen daily? Well, that's not good for your health. So what the fuck does that have to do with anything? You shouldn't be wearing sunscreen. Get sun. And then when your skin gets hot, go inside. if you're going to get sunburned, you shouldn't be out that long. That's what you should be doing, not putting chemicals on your body. Flossing more. What does that have to do with anything? Going to therapy sounds like a personal, something that you have experience with, Jennifer. And working on self-care for stress. Maybe it is. Why should, it's all of it. That's 7 pillars. Like it should be all of those. And eating healthier and exercising, which will lead you to lose weight. Jennifer, you are a sensitive cunt, and I'm not here for it. Let's read your ridiculously long, unnecessarily caption. Unnecessarily long caption because you have to explain this train wreck. Things you can do to improve health without trying to shrink your body. No one's trying to shrink their body, Jennifer. This isn't a Rick Moranis movie. No one's trying to shrink their body. No one is. Maybe be healthier so they have less extra jiggle. They're not lugging around an extra human. They're not fucking pregnant as a man or a woman when they're not pregnant. And no, men can't get pregnant. Go fuck yourself. There's a lot of bullet points here. Here's what you can do to improve health without, quote, shrinking your body. Said no one ever. No one's ever used the term shrinking body. No one's ever said that, ever. Only these fucking lunatics use that term. No one fucking says that. Fucking no one. No one. Spend time with friends. Right. Nourish your body regularly with yummy food.
Go fuck yourself.
Make gratitude lists. Okay. It's good to be grateful. Cool. You can write down the 3 things you're grateful for every day or every night. Great. Go to therapy. That's fine. Set boundaries. Oh. No, stop. Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Practice self-compassion. Okay. Wear sunscreen. Like that terrible fucking song. Floss regularly so you don't have a shit mouth. Maybe this is a problem, Jennifer. Maybe no one wants to spend time with you because you just learned that you should floss regularly. That's fucked up. You probably have dragon breath shit mouth. Get enough sleep. That's good. By the way, getting more sleep and consistent sleep will metabolize fat better and you'll store less fat and maintain more muscle. So that will help with weight loss. Okay, sweetie? Spend time in nature. Cool. Meditate. There you go. Yeah. Hey, Jennifer. Practice mindfulness. Pretty much redundant there, but okay. Very similar. Okay. A lot of these things are just repeat. She's trying to make this list really long, so a lot of this is just fluffed down. Reminds me of George Carlin's like the 10 commandments, how he whittled them down to like 1 or 2 commandments. That's a great sketch that's a great bit. If you want to see that, just look it up. George Carlin, 10 commandments. He like narrows it down to like 1 or 2. It's fucking genius. So awesome. We need Carlin on this. God, do we fucking need George Carlin today? Holy shit. Round of applause for the legend. God damn it. Fuck, we need that man. All right, remember to take psych meds if you are prescribed them. Jennifer sounds like she's just doing like an autobiography here. Also, health isn't a moral imperative. And some people, for instance, folks with chronic illnesses may never be, quote, healthy, and you are no less valuable. Irrelevant. What does that have to do with anything? If you have a chronic illness, you can still take care of your health. Okay. What does that have to do with anything? You're no less valuable. Why are you so... Who cares? Keep protecting your fucking feelings. God, you're such a cunt. God, you're such a fucking cunt. And Papa, you're such a meanie face. You goddamn meanie face. Papa, you goddamn meanie face. You meanie person face. All right, what is this? Instagram? What the fuck is this train wreck? Let's read this. This is a good one. Here we go. We'll do another video after this, but you ready for this? Here we go. Hey-oh.
What's in the box?
Let's see this shit post. Oh my God. Ugh. My God. What we got here? What we got here?
What the fuck is that?
No one knows. All right, here's a post. It looks like it's on Shitstagram, and this post writes, anyone refused getting weighed during pregnancy? Oh God. Oh God, please don't. Oh, no. Please don't talk about not weighing yourself during pregnancy. Please don't. Please. I found out recently I'm about 8 weeks pregnant and I haven't made an appointment yet, but I'm really stressing out about fat phobia from the nurses and doctors. Oh my God. Oh my God. That poor child. Doesn't stand a chance. I don't have a history with disordered eating, so I don't know how hard they'll push back if I say I don't want to be weighed routinely. You're fucking pregnant. You're pregnant. Last time I was pregnant, I was living in Europe. Oh, you've already reproduced? Oh, we're already screwed. It's too late. Last time I was pregnant, I was living in Europe and the medical system was extremely fat phobic and everyone would make rude comments about my weight and size every appointment, literally including the one when I went in because of the loss of the pregnancy. We can talk about that in a second. I know Europe is horrible for fat phobia, but I don't think the US will be much better. So I'm sorry to hear, whoever this is, I'm not rejoicing that you had a miscarriage, but if you are obese, you're going to have much more likely to have complications. So you might want to think about your lifestyle habits as a factor in that. I mean, you're kind of just like making what we would normally, like you're just making everyone else's point, like logic's point. Just saying. Let's see. Someone responded. I refused with my first and we both almost died. Weight randomly shooting up is a huge sign of preeclampsia, a sign we missed because I didn't want to be weighed. I had to have an emergency C-section at 36W. What's that, waist or what? 36 weeks. Oops. Yeah, 36 weeks. After multiple seizures, exactly 2 weeks after birth, I was down 59 pounds. 59 pounds? You gained 60 fucking pounds? The majority of that being water weight I had gained because of preeclampsia, okay? That would have caused me to be diagnosed sooner if I had let them weigh me. So is this like the same person responding and continuing it? Okay. Oh, this is Facebook? Yeah, anyway, get fucking weighed. If you're pregnant, let the doctor weigh you. Look, what the fuck is that shit? What the shit?
I didn't know they stack shit that high.
Wow. If you're pregnant, get fucking
Boom
weighed.
shakalaka!
Get weighed. Whatever that was. It was a response. It was someone else. Get fucking weighed. It was someone else probably saying, what the fuck are you talking about? Get weighed, you lunatic. Anyway, if they weren't saying that, I'll say it. All right, let's do a video because we need to, I don't know. What we got here? Oh, we got some lunatic. Hey, Canada. Oh, Canada. Where are the Canada people at? Where are the Canadians at? Do we have any Canadians here, eh? All the Canadians' ears perked up like, oh, what's this about? What we got there? What you got there, buddy? Hey, buddy. What's this about, eh? All right, Canadians. I think you have an election coming up. I know this is America, but Canadians, make sure you vote this fucking psychopath out of office because you get what you deserve if you keep this guy in.
We've been supporting Canadians. We've been getting through this, and we're going to continue working to get through this, including with strong measures like making sure that anyone who boards a plane or a train needs to get vaccinated first. In the years following World War II, decisions were made that set up the next 70 years of this country and indeed of our world. And coming out of this pandemic, governments here in Canada and around the world will be making extraordinarily consequential decisions about how we move forward, about what lessons we learned from this pandemic, but how we need to continue to be there for each other in the best possible ways. And Canadians deserve to have their say on this. Don't let anyone tell you you shouldn't have your say on how we're moving forward, because that's what this election is about.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, Canada. So, I guess you all should get married to an American and move as quickly as fucking possible. Okie dokie. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, Canada. They are coming for you. Yep. That's nice. That's a nice one. Don't expect to travel unless you get. And by the way, we have another article, kind of like we already talked about this a little bit. So this one was based on Biden telling companies to start mandating vaccines in a speech celebrating the approval of the Pfizer vaccine. without taking questions again about Afghanistan because he's a fucking huge goddamn pussy.
Go fuck yourself.
So, celebrating the approval of the Pfizer vaccine, nothing has changed except money. The reason why it's approved is for this purpose, is for this hardcore push for more mandates, because now they're, quote, eliminating an excuse for people to not get it. When it has nothing to do, again, it should not have anything to do with efficacy or safety, which is already very questionable. It's about mandate. It's about being forced to do something, whether you want to or not. That's some serious shit. And when you're thinking about gene therapy, your cells permanently changed to produce proteins from this virus. You need to think long and hard. And this, most people just don't understand what science is. They don't understand biology. They don't understand risk factors. They don't understand the data. They just don't understand. They believe everything they hear and what they're told, and they just go along with it because it's easier. It's easier. It's easier to just say, okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. Can I go home and watch my football? Can I go home and watch my Netflix? Can I go home and watch that? It's easier. It's easier to just do as you're fucking told than to think for yourself. Because it could be scary. It could be scary times. Yeah, there should be no mandates for anything. There should be no mandates for anything. All right, anyone that says like, well, do you think there shouldn't be stop signs? Really, bro? Really? That's not a fucking mandate. That's just common sense. How about we just don't drive randomly through intersections and hit each other? That has nothing to do with this. It's a complete straw man argument, and it has nothing to do with this conversation. Yeah, they're trying to restrict state to state travel. Essentially, they're trying to fragment the country. And honestly, what do you do with your opposition if you're trying to keep control and maintain control? You break it apart. You try to weaken your opposition. You fragment it. You separate it. And with the leftist controlled media, corporations, pharmaceutical companies, food, everything is connected. They're destroying the money. They're destroying the food, right? All this pea protein and plant-based. They're fear-mongering with global warming, not saying that climate doesn't change. It always changes. It always changes and has for hundreds and thousands and millions of years. Okay, we just need to adapt to this new world, and we need to use technology to make it livable for humans. So either we eradicate all humans and you can have dinosaurs and green earth, which is going to be savage as fuck because Mother Nature is a savage twat. If you ever watch the Animal Planet, it doesn't give a fuck. All right. Or we make it optimally we make it so we can live, but humans can survive. But of course, you don't want hydropower. You don't want nuclear because those actually fucking work. And it's not a hard enough virtue signal. You can't. It's mind blowing. It's all connected. It's all connected. The food, the money, pharmaceutical, society. It's all connected. It all comes down to the money. Fundamentally. And that's why do you think it's always fear? Why do you think everything in the media is fear-based? Why do you think everything on social media is fear-based and scare tactics? Because when you're afraid and you leverage fear, you can turn into hate and anger. And when you have that, you can take a lot of power. So thankfully, Florida would be fine as its own entity. Texas used to be its own entity and has wanted to be its own entity for years. So there are states out there that, are actually standing up, but there are people everywhere that believe in this stuff. And even more so in a lot of these blue states. And it shouldn't even be blue or red. It should be just logical, common sense, and people that just want to take authoritarian control. It really is that. There are a lot of people that are stuck in these other areas that just can't speak up. And that's the problem. You need to vote properly. You need to understand what you're up against. And you can't just vote down party lines when your party's fucking insane. Okay? Either get the fuck out or speak up. And that's the problem. People are too afraid to speak up. They have too much on the line because they're someone else's bitch. They work for a company and they have to bend over and take it. Otherwise, they're not going to have money. And that's why these companies are leveraging control. What has happened with all this interstate travel, and here's the biggest problem. The biggest problem with all this, and we'll give away today's Swole card. The biggest problem is the wording. When you talk about being able to fly domestically or interstate travel, notice how the wording is always fully vaccinated. Now, what does that mean? What do you think that means? Fully vaccinated. That means up to date with every booster that ever comes out. And the virus will never stop mutating. That's what viruses do. They'll continue to be less and less dangerous and more highly transmissible. A virus doesn't want to kill its host in one day because there's not enough time for it to spread to a new host. Okay? Viruses don't want anything anyway. This is just evolution. So it's always going to be another strain. It's always going to be more and more quickly transmissible. And it's always going to be endemic because we didn't eradicate it. We just put evolutionary pressure on it by implementing vaccines in the midst of an outbreak. So we added pressure for it to exacerbate and to exponentially increase its rate of adaptation. But that's a whole other conversation. You can listen to Dark Horse podcast with Brett Weinstein and Gert Vanderbosch and all those if you want to learn some actual science and shit. But the real crazy thing is the fully vaccinated. So what this means is these pharmaceutical companies are turning into SaaS models, software as a service. So legitimately, pharmaceutical companies are turning this into essentially a subscription. You're going to be getting these fucking shots forever. Guarantee you're going to have this monthly alert or whatever it is on your fucking phone. It's like bling, bling, bling. You are updated, like you're updating your iPhone iOS. Like, hey, new vaccine or new booster update. Head on to your local thing and get your shot today. So you're updated and then it'll automatically update. Boom, boom. Now you're cleared for travel. Now you're cleared to go to the movies. Now you're cleared if you have fully vaccinated, not vaccinated, fully vaccinated, fully. Fucking quit your jobs. Disneyland mandated that all their employees have their vaccine. Fucking quit. And this is the problem. People are pussies. And I'm not saying that's convenient because you have a job, you need money. But guess what? This is what happens. People just bow down and fuck, I need my job. I guess I'll get it. And they justify why they are selling out their soul. They justify why they are going against their own integrity, their own beliefs. If they don't want to get it, if your friends are freaking out and they don't want to get it, guess what happens when they finally fuck, they have to go get it. They have to justify that decision to themselves. So they make themselves believe that they're doing it for the greater good, and they become one of these fucking zombies that keeps on spouting this and encouraging other people to get it because they have to so they can sleep at night with their own conscience. Because when a human being lies, it eats away at you inside. It's really hard to lie. It's not natural. It's not factual. You say what you see, you say what you think, you're authentic with yourself. It's easy. You never have to memorize anything if you're not lying, if you're telling the truth and you're thinking honestly. That's why I spew all this fucking shit, because I'm not making it up, I'm not pretending. But this is what's going to happen. This is how it happened in Nazi Germany. Those little small concessions and those self-justifications, the self-censorship, you're seeing that online. People censoring themselves so they can avoid conflict. They care what other people think. They're susceptible to being fired and they don't want to lose their job and they have a family and they're over leveraged in debt because that's what our fucking society is built on. Goddamn debt, a house you can't afford, a car you can't afford. It's ridiculous. So you have to keep on doing this shit that you fucking hate to pay for the stuff you don't fucking need. And they have control over you. So they can tell you what to do. And a lot of people are just bending over, taking a knee or whatever it is. And they're going to justify it to themselves. They're going to justify it to themselves that they did it for the greater good. And then they're going to be aggressively pressuring other people because of their own self-hatred and because they went against their own beliefs and their own integrity. That turns into fear, that turns into anger, and that turns into projecting that other people have to comply and conform so they can feel better about themselves. So let's give away today's Swole card. Those are my thoughts on the matter. I know those were epic rants, but I hope you enjoyed them. I hope maybe right. Okay. Don't be depressed. No. Don't be depressed. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. You see? Jesse says, I'm so depressed now. I need to go do brain gains. You have to fucking wake up and be aware. Anyone who wants to I don't want to think about this. I don't want to address this. You need to. You need to be aware because this is going to end up on your fucking doorstep before you know it. And you have to be prepared. I know you are, Jesse. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a lot of people are avoiding looking at this shit. A lot of people are just avoiding this. Like as if it's going to go away, right? Hide and go seek as like a 3-year-old. They cover their eyes and no one can see them because they can't see, right? A lot of people are just trying to hide and hope it goes away. and hope that someone else handles it. Speak the fuck up. Stand the fuck up. Quit. For example, Disneyland mandatory vaccine, then fucking quit. If everyone fucking quit, they would bend. They would crumble because they would go out of business. But people are too fucking afraid to stand up for what they believe in, and they're just going to do as they fucking say. The people have the power. The people have the fucking power. That's great, James. That's great. Let's give a shout out to James's daughter. James says, my daughter crushed COVID in 5 days flat. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. She's one of the 99.94%, right, James? Good for you. Glad to hear it. Jesus Christ. Jen, my daughter's friends told her she can get the vax next year when she's 12. She's one of the older ones in her class. She said, hell no, and their jaws dropped. Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit. Good for your daughter. Stand up for what she believes in. She can make her own choice. 12 years old. That's criminal. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, fuck Disneyland. Disney's it's a fucking Chinese-owned company, for God's sake. Fuck them. It's all just bullshit. Yeah, right? Pedophiles. Yeah, right? Oh my God. All right, here. I fucking love it. Let me get here. All right. Today's fucking Swole card. Today's Swole card. It is a beautiful Tainty Magooch Falcon. It's a beautiful fucking card. You know what it is today? You know what's going to do today, fam? We had a great post, and we had a lot of great posts, but today's Swole card is to our very fucking own. It's got to go for our very own Holly, because Holly's back, but her story, she needs to not be a fucking Tainty Magooch, and she called it herself. She needs the Swole fam. She needs to fucking get her shit together. So do us all a favor. Go back on Holly's post on the Facebook group and blow that shit up, and let's make sure Holly's no longer a Tainty fucking Magooch. Read this post again. It's time to get Holly back on fucking track, and Holly is definitely calling herself out. She's done being a fat, lazy, Tainty McBeach, and I agree. She's no longer a Tainty McBeach. So fuck yeah, Holly. Go blow up her post. Holly sent us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1936 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the fucking email, and we'll send you that Swole card. So make sure you go let her know, blow up her post. And until then, fam, if you're just listening and you're not yet part of the greatest fam in the fucking realm, now is a time to join the Swole fam. And do you know why? Because on Monday, we have our Back to Swole special. Major releases. Come on. All 7 pillars are taken care of for you at Swolenormous X. The Swole fam, we lock it all down. We have free downloads. Everything's in the description down below. Do not sleep on the Swole fam. Now's the time to get your community. Fam, the fucking community that you don't have locally with all these fucking lunatics that are trying to tell you what to do, you need to surround yourself with better people. It's more important than ever to surround yourself with the fucking right people. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can be a part of the Swole fam. Learn more. Join today over at swolenormousx.com. That being said, Falcon, let's fucking get this beesh nutted. Take it away, Falcon. Indeed. I know.
I'm your huckleberry.
I know.
That's just my game.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy pills to protect me from AIDS.
Lieutenant Dan.
I fart in your general direction.
Shampoo my crotch.
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
Oh, what an epic man cast today. Beaches. What a fucking rant. Man. We got some ranty McRantersons today, don't we? You don't have to like it. It doesn't make it any less true. Take care of yourself, fam. Rub those nips a little bit, eat a steak, go to the fucking gym, and make it feel better. Oh yeah. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself, bitches. Treat yourself. Gotta check the wind. Fucking nailed it.
Boom shakalaka!
I am the danger.
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh, baby.
Shampoo my crotch.
Boom shakalaka!
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's coming. Dick Piano fucking nailed it. Show some respect on your way out.
Well, I'll be damned.
Goddamn right, Hank. Fucking nailed it. All right, fam. Thank you for joining me for episode 1936 of the Daily Mother Swole. Make sure you head on over to swolenormousx.com. Join the Swole fam today. And of course, if you have not yet left a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, especially Apple Podcasts, make sure you go and do so right now. It helps a ton. We're doing some awesome giveaways to those that write a review. So make sure you do so today. And of course, you can go to www.thedailyswole.com for all the links to subscribe, watch live audio, and so much more. Peace, McGeese, deuce, magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits.